everybody, and welcome back to our tutorial on Smash Brother animations and you. So this is the second part of our tutorial. The first part we did was just showing you how to extract animations from Smash Brothers Brawl and put it into Blender for your use in your projects. Now, of course, this is a Second Life channel, so of course I gotta figure out how to implement this animation into Second Life, which is a lot easier now with the help of our friends at Bento, which makes retargeting the animations a dream. Now, I've already transformed this animation into Second Life. In fact, I forgot that I was supposed to sign on and upload it. So, I'm going to go and upload it real quick so we can get what it's supposed to look like and how we got there. So, 1 second. Oh, is it going? Okay. So, as you see, we are here. We're chic bouncing. And if I take off my coat, you will probably see my fingers are moving too. So, cool, right? So now I'm going to show you how we got here and what you need to do to get here yourself. So to do this, you're going to need a copy of... Well, wait, we did all that stuff in the last video. I'm like starting over. No, you need for this one is the animation you extracted from Smash Brawl. We're using Chic, as you saw in the beginning. Blender, I'm using Blender 2.8. And a copy of Bento Buddy. So, got all of that. We can begin. So this is how Chic looks here. And this is Chic with the retargeting Second Life skeleton behind it working and being all Bento Buddied. So we are going to start from the beginning and then work our way here because there's a few steps you need to take. So I'm going to see if I can find... No, I'm just going to start over new. I'm not even going to try. So we're going to new. And I'm going to minimize / close this so it's not slowing me down. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to import the animation that we have collected from Smash. So to do that, we're going to have to get our PSK back in here. Our skeleton, and Chic is super tiny again. And I'll press S, scale it up. And then we're going to select her, and we're going to put in our new animation. So in File, Import, PSA, and then put in our weight animation. Then we're going to press play. I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing it in reverse, which I think I just did. Okay, please play forward. And I'm going to stop it. It should be about 74. So from 1 to 74, so we can look at that nice bounce. Bounce, lady. Bounce. Okay. Although I feel like saying that is like a spoiler for anybody who didn't play it. Everybody knows who Chic is by now. If not, I'm sorry. I had that ruined for me too. I know how that feels. Yeah, I was playing Ocarina. Side note, I was playing Ocarina of Time, and I just got to meet Chic, and then at that time, Smash Brothers Melee came out, and they had Zelda transform right there, and I was like, that's Zelda! Ah! Ruined the whole game. That whole Link, this is who I am, was just lost on me because of that. Forever pain. And if I just did that to you, I apologize. I know where you're coming from.
That a bit harder. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we got the bounce here, and it's time to start converting her into Second Life. So like we did with the Sims, and during the live stream, we have to first create a T-pose to use as a reference pose for Bento Buddy to work with, because the closer the source animation is to the Bento Buddy skeleton, which is a default Second Life T-pose skeleton, the better it'll work, then better it'll translate. So as you know, not every game model has a T-pose. Sometimes they're in an A-pose or some crazy ass modified A-pose. And you can't change the rest pose, because if you change the rest pose, you end up breaking the animation. So we have to create a fake rest pose for it to start on, and then let it ease into the animation. And I keep saying rest pose, rest pose, rest pose. Do you guys know what that is? That's the starting point of an animation. The starting point of an animation. It's like the base of the animation. And I don't know why they call it the rest pose, but it's actually the starting point. It's what tells all the bones, like, hey, we're going to start here and then we're going to rotate these bones at a certain degree to make the animation go. That's why if we change it, the data gets all wonky, because if it was in an A pose, which is the arms are down at a 45-degree angle, that's their starting point. So it's like, hey, you're starting at 45 degrees, now rotate another 20 degrees at this angle down on this axis. So if you put it up in a nice 90-degree angle, which is the T pose, and it's telling it to rotate at 20 degrees, it's going to be rotating in a totally different direction, and it's going to look totally weird. That's why you can't change the rest pose when it comes to animations like this. So I'm just want to explain it, because I know I'm going to get that one smart person like, well, why don't you just change the rest pose, Zero? Like, well, that's why, because it's going to break it. Okay, so now that I explained rest pose, let's go make that fake one. So to do that, we need to open up our dope sheet, and I don't know how to do that inside of this new Fandango blender. I just been pressing the animation tab up top, and it opens up the dope sheet and the action animator and all that fun animation jazz. But all we need here is the dope sheet, so don't really worry about any of this stuff. Just timeline, dope sheet. Ignore this. Okay, so now we have that. We're going to bring our cursor over into the dope sheet, and we're going to press A. And we're just going to zoom in, because it looks a lot better than having a whole bunch of tiny dots. Because when it's like this, I tend to like, okay, I'm just going to move it a smidge over, and it's 20 frames in when we just need it to be over by 2. So, alright, so we're going to zoom in, scroll your mouse wheel in, and make this bigger. We're going to press A until all the dots are selected. So it should look like this. Then we're going to press the G key and scoot it over just a little bit to create a small gap. So I went in about 4 frames in. So we're here in frame 0, which is what we like, because 0 is the best. And then we're going to see if this already has a rest pose put into it. Sometimes animations do. So we're going to select our bones on our source, our chic, and we're going to go from object mode to pose mode. Then we're going to press A and make sure that everything is selected. Then we're going to press Alt R and see if it snaps. So yeah, she's already in the T pose, so that works out for us. And then we're going to press Alt G and make sure that there are no, what's the word? Movement in here. Like, the skeleton isn't deformed or any kind of thing like that. So Alt R, Alt R, then Alt G to get it into a perfect reset stage. So once she's set like this, we're going to press I and then lock rot scale and create our first key here. So this is going to be our fake rest pose, and you see it doesn't affect the animation at all. So now that we have that done, we can start moving into the process of using Bento Buddy to put in our translation, our retargeting system. So let's open up our tabs and open up the Bento Buddy. I'm going to turn this off. So I'm going to go to animations, and we're going to start by telling it what our reference pose is. We want it to start on pose 0 and use this T pose as the reference pose for it to start doing all this copying from. So we're just going to open up the animations tab, scroll down till you see reference pose. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see everything. Reference pose feature, and you want to tell it to reference from this pose right here, what the arrow is pointing to, and then create that reference pose. Great. Now we can move on to the next part, which is retargeting your system. Retargeting your system. The rig here, the animation. So we're going to go to character tools, and we're going to select retarget motion. And before we do that, we need to tell it how far back we want the skeleton to be on this animation. You don't want it at 0, 0, because that means it's going to be right sandwiched in between the source. So we just want to push it back like 0.60. So just type in 0.60 and then hit OK. And then action. Oh dear. You see, there's a bit of a problem here now. This animation, the source here, Chic, is not only way bigger than our model, the retargeting skeleton, but it's also facing in the wrong direction, which is kind of bad because we need them to face the same way. Remember, the closer it is to the retargeting skeleton, the better the retargeting work. So we're just going to fix this real quick, and we're going to select reset stage and get rid of it. Then we're going to press A and select Chic, and we're going to press R, Z, I want to say -90, and then turn her this way. Now, just to make sure everything is fine, we're going to select her and press I and do rock lock scale again. And you see it's going to start here. Oops, wait, I need to do that at frame 0, not frame 1. So what I want to do is go back into pose mode, press this, and then press that. Oh, this, then, oh, I. I'm hitting P. Okay, so we have it here, everything's fine. And we also may kind of sort of want to scale it down because it was too big. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted the, what do you call it? The guy yet, so we can see how big he is. There we go. Let's see. Alright, now we can scale this down right. Sorry for getting everybody all mixed up here. So the bones, and then we're going to scale her down. Okay, that's about right. Good. Now let's reset that stage. Alright. Now because it's smaller and rotated, I'm going to do this one more time because it's heavy. Now we're going to go back, and I don't think that this will hurt it, but I did it before and I think I should do it again. So we're going to go back into the animation, and then we're going to clear restore reference pose. Ugh, fuck, I knew that was going to happen. It's about here. And create the reference pose again. So from that pose into this. Alright. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's a frog there rolling over in his chair. Like, no, that's too many steps. You didn't have to do that. Okay. Sorry it's taking so long. Alright, so we have the quick way of doing this, and then we have the long way of doing this. I'm going to do the quick way real quick because I already did it, and you can just do that too if you're copying any animations for Chic. I kind of had plans on doing it to another character just because we already did Chic, and then I can kill two birds with one stone and get another character map in here instead of having to create, two Chic maps for no reason. Okay, so let's do this the fast way. So now that we have her scaled down and all rotated and ready to go, we can start the retargeting process finally. So we're going to go into pose mode, and I'm going to switch from animations to the character tools. All the stuff is still here, and I'm going to load in a map. Now I have a map for Chic already because I already retargeted, and once I loaded the map in, you just press action. Oh, it got big. And you see it works. So I guess the size doesn't really matter. Okay, but it's doing some weird jumping thing, and it's not seamless like it was when we had first looked at it, and that's no good. So we are going to play with the loop and make it look right so we can, preview it first before we put it into stone. So what you want to do is select the top part up here, this blue cursor with the numbers, and you want to put it on where the animation actually starts from, like the initial pose, which is frame 7 for me. So I put it the start at 7, and then we want to see where it ends, which is 81. And then when we press play, cool, you see that it's now seamless again. So now we know what we have to input when it comes to exporting it. So what we need to do is go to the character, the animations, and I need to change the frames per second because in Brawl Box it said all the animations were at 60 frames. So this is a 60 frame per second animation, It starts at frame 7 and ends at 81. Now we go to the anim export features, and we change the priority to either 3 or 4, depending on what you're using it for. Since I use mine for, movies and stuff, I like to put it on 4. And then I'm going to have the loop animation, so we just put the same information in where it's going to start. So we want it to start on frame 7, and then we put it on frame 81, and then we just hit export. And then, let's see, chic, wait, read it. And then you just import it in, and with TV Magic, you see, we have this animation. So it's the same one. I'm not wasting the Lindens uploading it again, but that's how you put yourself in. Now, if you wanted to go slower, you can just reduce the frame rate that's on there. I'm at 60, so maybe 30 would make it a little, if you're trying to be that cool, creepy, wiggling your hands in slow motion, I'm going to kill you, that kind of thing. So you can do it that way. Now that was the fast way of doing it. There's also, let me see, I guess a little troubleshooting issue you may have that I have to put in here, because this happens sometimes with other animations. I don't know if it was fixed with this recent update of Bento Buddy, but I'm just going to throw it in there just in case. So I'm going to save this because I like this. And of course, it's going to be another Untitled, and I'm never going to find it again. And I'm going to open up Chic, because this is what happened when I had first did this tutorial. When I first transferred this animation in. As you see, when it's doing her bounce, she's kind of bouncing off the floor like this, instead of having its feet down on the ground like the source. So I contacted the developer, and the little froggy happily sent me a movie telling me how to correct it. I'm talking gorgeous customer service there. So I'm going to show you what he showed me, so when you get to this point in this area when you're transferring it, how you fix it. So what we need to do is to first delete our skeleton that's back here. So we want to take this, and we want to, where is that? Character creation, retarget animation, and then you gotta be in pose mode, I think. Reset stage. Get out of here. Then we need to create a safe rig. So we're gonna go to character rig, and we're gonna add in a safe rig. Don't know what that does or what it's for, but it works, so that's all you need to know. So we want to select our chic, and then press S and scale her down to wherever the safe rig is, like that. You want it to be exactly the same height as your avatar. Even if the it doesn't line up, don't matter, as long as it's the same height. So once that's done, we want to select our skeleton, and we're just going to delete it and get rid of it. Now that it's scaled down to this size, we need to select our bones again and put this at 0.60, and then just say action. And then when you push play, you notice the feet are on the ground and the legs are bent in, just like this. I felt a little cheap not showing you how to fix that and just saying, hey, look, it worked fine for me, and then you run into it and like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. It's Blender. So that's how you fix the floating bounce issue. I had the same problem when I was working on Riku, when I was transferring, when I was doing a Final Fantasy 10 animations. I don't know if this is the autosave when it was working, or did I fix it? So I had this problem here. Play, darn you. Oh, this is when I fixed it. I should save it. I did not export this. Okay. It's already in the desktop crap folder. No wonder why I couldn't find it. Boy, oh boy. My organization skills, huh? So this is how it used to look when I was trying that with Riku, and then we did that method, and as you saw in the previous file, it was corrected just by doing that safe rig. So that is that. That's how you transfer it. But what if the chic map doesn't work for your character in Smash? What if it's something else? How do you retarget the animation from scratch? Well, I'll show you, my good fellow. let's see. First, we need to test that theory out. I didn't before I made this. So, again, organization skills at its finest. First thing I'm going to do is find that folder in which I saved all of... That was like folder 2. New folder. I see every new folder but new folder 2. Where did I save it? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Turns out that I didn't even extract all the rest of those. I just downloaded Chic and used that. So now we have everybody here. And I guess I use Peach because I really like Peach's Final Smash. That dance and stuff always makes me cry. I don't know why. It's just so pretty. So where is Peach? Oh, right there. Peach. So I'm going to bring in Peach's her pack. Missing data. Oh. So this is a bad Peach. Let's try another Peach pack. Fit Peach pack. There we go. This is our Peach. With a whole bunch of accessories. Alright, so I'm gonna just do the preview real quick. I love her dress. I would love to be able to Linden Labs to give us dress physics, dress bones. I would trace the F out of this. The F. Alright, so Peach motion. Let's see. You know what? I should do the Peach motion. She just clapping. All that shade just. Alright, let's see if what we can take off of her real quick. Isn't that lewd? Let's strip this princess. I'm sure something is going away. Oh, that's her crown. Her arms. I'm trying to get rid of all the like tennis things so we can see stuff. Her racket. I'm sure some stuff is going away. Double click. I guess it's not too bad. That's her eye. I wish we could click on stuff and be like, oh, this is polygon net. Oh well. Alright, so we have Peach. Some animations. Put loop. They're all on 60 frames per second. That's really not that great. Her special, guess this is it. None of her stuff is playing. And I'm gonna take the bones off because that's kind of annoying. Alright, that's there. Special. Nope. Entry. Like it's frames, but they're not playing. That's weird. Smash. Fall, landing, squat, guard, attack. Nope. So it definitely is there. Special in here hit, special hit, special jump, special open, final. This. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm going to see what it is so we know what it is. So it's called Final. Final Smash? Final. Makes sense. Alright, so let's close this because we don't need it.
It's such a cool name for, like, your super movie.
The Final Smash. So, I'm going to export Fit Peach. Here we go again. How the hell did I save it? There we go. So we have that. And then I'm going to open up her motions. For Peach. Come on, brain. Keep it going. Keep it moving. You know how this works. Alright, so that's not the right one. We need this one maybe? Or did I do that already? What?
One day learn how to organize stuff.
One day. Mickey Ficky, why isn't this? Oh, red. Always export with red. I think. There we go. That's what we need to do. Jeez. And the thing is, I was going through this, doing this like crazy with the Animal Crossing stuff. This one, I just totally forgot. Brain, nope. Okay, open up the Brez viewer. I always feel like that sounds so dirty. The Brez. So I want Peach animations in, open files. This makes it easier. Group by type. There we go. Model data. So Peachy. And then character animation. Fall special, attack, landing special, final. And then export as PSA, final, and then the same thing with the model, export PSK. Right. Peachy. And she says, "Alright, Rico, get out of here. Back to the desert. Import PSK. Location is Peach. Bring in Peach. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hope that this blender has the same things like the other blender. And I want to buy material. Well, no. Alright, so L maybe. Get rid of this. Because we need to see those legs, girl. There we go. Control J. Was it Control J? There we go. And this is shade smooth, so it's a little bit better on the eyes. Alright, so now we have everything in here that we need for Peach to be peachy. Let's bring in her animation. PSA, final. Okay. If you ever were curious as to what goes on with Peach's legs underneath that skirt, well, now you see. The curtain's been pulled back. Alright, there is something that I'm curious about. So let's see. What do we have to do before? Bento body, rig, animation. So we need to do the thingamajig first, but I want to make sure that we're the same size. Okay, we ain't. So, like before RC... Oh! Let's not make any changes without creating a safe space. Okay. That's a lot of safe space. But it's okay. RZ -90. Select our bones. Go to pose mode, RG, and it's roughly about the same size, so I don't think I have to resize too much. Let's swap scale, there we go. And then we push play. Don't know why I'm lagging so much, but alright, cool, everything's fine. No need to play all the way through. Next, we are going to cry because why did I pick Peach? Look at all these bones you gotta go through. Like, her legs are back there, but all of these are hella distracting. Why did I pick Peach? Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick experiment real quick. And we are going to select it all, and then do the animation and create that reference pose we made. So go back here into 0 on our reference pose. Reference pose features, that reference, and then create that. Good. Next. character tools, retarget animation. Now I want to see if Sheik's map worked with this, or does it not? So let's see. Oh, seems to be going so far. They didn't give me no these bones don't match error. So 060. This is not right. And action. Let's see what happens. Oh, hot dang. The bones are the same. So I don't need to teach y'all the how to retarget it manually because you can just use the map. Huh. Talk about a time saver. Neat. I'm excited. Okay, so let's go and put this off to a loop. You know what? I just told my friend that I didn't need a particle generator. He's gonna make me one that was super simple for dumb people like myself. He's like, I can make it for you. It'll be super easy. You know, you just this, and that. It'll revolutionize the particle mark. I'm like, no. I don't need that. Now I got Peaches dancing. I need particles. Somebody to drop Peaches all over and play music. Oh, that is what he said too. Do you want me to add a particle? If I'm like, nope, don't need it. Now I gotta go, Gypsy, my cow. How you doing, honey? Remember how I said I didn't need a particle system? Well. So remember, 60 frames per second from frame 29 to 284, animation, base priority 4, loop that animation from 29 to 284, select that skeleton, and then export it out, baby. Then we do Peach. So stop your Sheik bounce. I wonder what that. I was like, oh, I wish I had boob jiggle animations, and I'm like physics. So Peach update. Maybe it's a little too fast. Let's slow. I guess it's gotta be fast for the game. Because when you got it so fast and then the game is lagging with all those people, it comes down to the normal rate, I guess. So let's change that frame rate down to 30. Lion Brawl Box. Alright, let's see. You know what I'm looking forward to making? Luigi Smash and Dance. That's gonna be big. Everybody loves Luigi. There we go. Cool. I like it. So yeah, I guess that helps out the experiment. All you have to do is just use the map. You don't have to do the things. What is it called? You don't have to manually retarget because I did it for you. So I'll just share the map and you can just load that in there and export it. Well, I guess that's the end of this tutorial. It went on a little longer than I expected. But hey, you got the information, right? So all information is better than no information, as I always say. Alright, so I'm going to go and I'm going to play with this some more and export some more Smash animations because I'm having way too much fun with this. So I'll see you guys later, and I hope you do it too so we can have this whole library of Smash and other video game animations. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, see you guys later, and if you don't see me, then I got lost in the animation. Send help!